Welcome to Public Account, where real-life nightmares come alive. Prepare to be haunted by chilling tales of the unknown, drawn from actual events. Lights off, volume up, and remember, these horrors are closer than you think. Subscribe, if you dare.
The Varginha Incident, January 1996. In January 1996, the small Brazilian town of Varginha became the epicenter of an alleged UFO sighting and extraterrestrial encounter that has since captured the imaginations of ufologists and conspiracy theorists worldwide. This incident, commonly referred to as the Varginha UFO incident, involves multiple eyewitness accounts of unidentified creatures and strange occurrences, culminating in claims of military involvement and media frenzy. Initial sightings. The event that triggered the Varginha UFO incident saga occurred on the afternoon of January 20th, 1996. 3 women, aged between 14 and 22, reported seeing a creature with unusual features near their home. According to their description, the entity had a large head, veiny skin with bumps, and eyes that appeared as 2 red balls. Its demeanor was unsteady, leading the witnesses to speculate that it was either injured or sick. Terrified, they fled the scene and later recounted their experience to their mother, referring to the creature as the devil. Community response and further sightings. Following the initial encounter, rumors quickly spread throughout Varginha, stoking fear and curiosity among the residents. Subsequent reports surfaced of similar creatures being spotted, and some locals even claimed to have seen UFOs in the days leading up to the incident. The atmosphere in the town grew tense as more people reported unusual activities, including sightings of military and government vehicles, which were said to be involved in the capture and transportation of these extraterrestrial beings. Adding to the mystery, there were reports of unexplained deaths of animals at a local zoo, and one of the initial creature witnesses was rumored to have been impregnated by an extraterrestrial entity. These accounts, however, were often anecdotal and lacked concrete evidence. Official inquiry and explanations. In response to the growing public concern and media attention, the Brazilian military conducted an official inquiry into the events. The investigation concluded in 2010, revealing a far less sensational explanation. The military identified the so-called creature as a homeless man with a mental disability, known locally as mudinho. His appearance during a rainy night, compounded by the fright of the young witnesses, likely led to the misidentification. Furthermore, the military clarified that the presence of military and emergency vehicles in the area was coincidental, related to routine operations and not to any covert extraterrestrial activity. The alleged sightings of aliens in a hospital were also debunked, with authorities explaining that the individuals in question were simply a pregnant couple who had dwarfism. Skeptical views and cultural impact skeptics like Brian Dunning have pointed out the discrepancies and sensationalism surrounding the Varginha incident. Dunning criticized the ease with which a mundane event was transformed into a tale of alien visitation, highlighting the need for critical evaluation of evidence before jumping to extraordinary conclusions. Despite the official explanations, the Varginha incident continues to be a topic of interest, particularly among UFO enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists. It has inspired numerous television programs, books, and articles, cementing its place in the annals of UFO lore. The Miami UFO sighting of January 2024. Unanswered questions and unyielding curiosity. In the early days of January 2024, the bustling city of Miami became the epicenter of a peculiar phenomenon that not only captivated the local population but also caught the attention of the wider world. The event in question was a notable UFO sighting that occurred on the evening of January 10th. This incident swiftly became the subject of heated discussion, especially on social media platforms where people shared videos and personal accounts of their experiences. The sighting was first reported by several residents who observed a bright, glowing object hovering above the heart of downtown Miami. The object, described by onlookers as unusually luminous and seemingly defying the typical behaviors of conventional aircraft, sparked a wave of excitement and confusion. As videos and photos of the glowing entity proliferated online, more eyewitnesses came forward, corroborating the initial accounts and adding to the growing mystery. This UFO sighting occurred at a particularly tense time in Miami, shortly after a separate and bizarre incident involving a local mall that had become the focus of a widely circulated conspiracy theory suggesting covert extraterrestrial activities. The proximity of these events in both timing and theme led to further conjecture among the public. This coincidence intensified the public's intrigue and fueled a myriad of speculative theories linking the two incidents. Despite the significant public interest and the abundance of eyewitness testimony, the response from official channels was conspicuously lacking. Neither the Miami Police Department nor the Federal Aviation Administration issued any definitive explanation or reassurance regarding the nature of the sighting. This absence of official commentary did little to quell the public's curiosity and may have even heightened concerns about the transparency and willingness of authorities to address or acknowledge such unexplained phenomena. The lack of clarity from official sources left the community reliant on amateur analyses and the piecemeal information available through social media and local news outlets. Mainstream media coverage was erratic, with some outlets dismissing the sightings as mere anomalies, while others entertained the possibility of extraterrestrial origin, albeit with a skeptical tone. As days turned into weeks, the initial fervor surrounding the sighting gradually subsided, yet the underlying questions remained unanswered. The community's focus shifted from active theorizing to a more passive state of watchfulness, with many remaining alert for any further anomalies in their skies. Meanwhile, UFO enthusiasts and amateur researchers continue to scrutinize the available footage, comparing it against known aircraft and atmospheric phenomena in an attempt to glean some insight or find a plausible explanation. This incident is emblematic of a larger pattern observed not just in Miami, but globally. In recent years, there has been a noticeable increase in reported UFO sightings, each adding layers to the ongoing debate about their origins and implications. These events often follow a similar trajectory: initial excitement and widespread media coverage, followed by a lack of substantive follow-up from authoritative bodies, leading to ongoing public speculation. The Miami sighting of January 2024 serves as a stark reminder of the modern dilemma posed by such unexplained occurrences. In an age dominated by digital media, the speed with which information spreads can amplify both public interest and misinformation, complicating the task of discerning fact from fiction. Moreover, the reluctance or inability of official institutions to provide clear and comprehensive explanations for these events only perpetuates a cycle of speculation and mystery. For the residents of Miami and observers around the world, the glowing object in the sky that January evening remains a symbol of the unknown, a piece of a larger puzzle that is continuously being constructed from incidents that defy easy explanation. Whether this puzzle will ever be completed depends largely on the forthcomingness of official investigations and the rigor with which the global community pursues the truth behind these perplexing sightings. As the intrigue surrounding the Miami UFO sighting continues to linger, it serves as a poignant reminder of humanity's unyielding curiosity about the universe and our place within it. Whether driven by fear, fascination, or a fervent need for answers, the quest to understand the unknown continues unabated, with each sighting adding to the collective yearning for clarity and closure. Unearthly encounters on Isla Mel, the tale of the 10-foot aliens. Thursday, the 11th, January 2024. On a sunny day on Isla Mel, an island off the coast of Paraná, Brazil, Sara Delette and her family stumbled upon an extraordinary sight that sparked both local amusement and global curiosity. The family encountered two towering figures, each about 10 feet tall, standing motionless on a hilltop, evoking images of alien visitors from another world. According to Sarah, these figures were positioned on a part of the hill that was inaccessible, making direct contact impossible. The beings appeared to move swiftly, further mystifying the observers. The encounter quickly caught the public's eye after Sarah captured footage of the event, which she shared online, rapidly gaining viral status. K95, 5, Tulsa, Lad Bible. The footage showcased the mysterious figures standing with peculiar arm movements, enhancing the otherworldly perception. Despite their height and unusual appearance, skeptics proposed more mundane explanations, suggesting that the figures could be inflatable objects or simply hikers equipped with walking poles. The quality of the video, described by some as blurry, fueled further debate about the authenticity of what was captured, with jokes about the perennially poor resolution of supposed alien sightings circulating on social media. K95, 5 Tulsa. The reaction from the local government of Paraná was light-hearted. A spokesperson joked about the region's allure, quipping, "Our summer is from another world. Even strange beings come here to enjoy our coastline," which highlighted a humorous take on the viral incident rather than confirming any extraterrestrial theories. Indy 100. The incident on Isla Mel fits into a broader context of alien and UFO folklore in Brazil, reminiscent of past episodes like the famous Varginha UFO incident in 1996. However, the consensus among UFO experts and social media commentators leans towards skepticism. Prominent UFO expert Nick Pope commented on the bizarre nature of the public's reaction, emphasizing the lack of credible evidence to classify this as a genuine extraterrestrial encounter. K95, 5 Tulsa. This intriguing episode captures the blend of mystery, humor, and skepticism that often accompanies reported sightings of the unknown. Whether the figures were visitors from another galaxy, misunderstood travelers, or simply a trick of perspective, they provided a moment of wonder and entertainment, sparking imaginations and conversations around the globe. UFO sighting by elderly vacationers in Argentina. February 1st, 2024. In the serene landscapes of northern Argentina, an extraordinary event unfolded last week that captivated the attention of both locals and UFO enthusiasts around the world. The occurrence involved an elderly couple, Rina and Rene Juarez, who claimed to have witnessed an unidentified flying object while on a leisurely vacation in San Pedro de Colalao. Rina, aged 76, and her husband Rene embarked on a journey from their home in San Miguel de Tucumán to a nearby resort. Their intention was simple: to enjoy the tranquility of nature and perhaps capture some photographs of the local wildlife. However, what they encountered was far beyond their usual holiday expectations. As they approached their destination, their attention was drawn to a flock of white birds perched in a tree. A seemingly mundane moment turned awe-inspiring. Rene, who first noticed something unusual, pointed out what he initially mistook for a black bird among the white. Rina recounted the moment vividly. "I told my husband, 'Look, "Here comes a black bird." But Renee corrected me, saying, "It's not a bird, it's a flying saucer." With her camera at the ready, Rena managed to capture several photographs of the object. Describing it as oval-shaped, she noted its peculiar behavior as it moved effortlessly toward the distant mountains. It was at the same height as the power cables at first, but then I saw it going higher and higher, she said. The photos, which she later shared with her grandchildren, left them in complete awe of the celestial visitor. This sighting near San Pedro de Colalao is not an isolated incident in the region's history with UFOs. The area is located an 8-hour drive from Capilla del Monte, a town that hosts an annual UFO festival commemorating an eerie occurrence nearly 4 decades ago. During that event, large burn marks were left on a hill's grass, prompting speculation and intrigue about extraterrestrial activities. The Juarez couple's experience adds to a series of similar reports that have emerged from South America over the years. Notably, the region around Capilla del Monte has developed a reputation akin to Brazil's Roswell, referring to the infamous 1947 Roswell incident in the United States. This term was further popularized by a 2022 documentary focusing on a 1996 incident in Varginha, Brazil, where residents reported seeing a strange, cigar-shaped object that allegedly crashed in a field. The aftermath included numerous accounts of paranormal phenomena and supposed alien sightings, with subsequent accusations of a cover-up involving the Brazilian and US militaries. The phenomenon of UFO sightings has garnered increasing attention globally. Last year, the US government released a heat map showing regions with the highest volume of UFO sightings, including areas on the eastern seaboard of the United States, as well as in Japan and the Middle East. This data suggests that the curiosity and concern regarding UFOs are shared by a significant portion of the global population. For Rena Juarez, the sighting was more than just an unusual occurrence. It was a fulfillment of a lifelong curiosity. "I needed to see this in my life," she expressed. "You had to see it to believe it." Her statement resonates with many who seek answers to the mysteries that the cosmos may hold. The incident has sparked a variety of responses from the public and authorities alike. While some skeptics dismiss the sightings as misidentifications of conventional objects or phenomena, others view them as compelling evidence of otherworldly visitations. Regardless of the perspective one might hold, the story of Rena and Rene Juarez serves as a fascinating account of human interaction with the unknown. As investigations continue and the dialogue about UFOs grows more sophisticated, the tale of the Juarez couple's encounter remains a poignant reminder of the enduring human fascination with the stars and the possibilities they may hide. Whether these sightings are eventually explained through science or remain shrouded in mystery, they undeniably enrich the tapestry of human experience with their blend of wonder and intrigue. A close encounter over the Pacific, the USS Nimitz. November 14, 2004. On November 14, 2004, a routine naval exercise transformed into one of the most intriguing military encounters with an unidentified flying object, UFO. This incident, involving the USS Nimitz carrier strike group, particularly the USS Princeton, unfolded approximately 100 miles off the coast of San Diego and has since fueled ongoing debates and speculation regarding the existence and nature of UFOs. Initial detection and tracking the USS Princeton, equipped with some of the most sophisticated radar systems in the world, had been noticing unusual readings for 2 weeks prior to the encounter. These objects were detected at altitudes as high as 80,000 feet, well above the operational ceiling of commercial and most military aircraft. What was more baffling was their ability to plummet towards the sea, stabilizing mere feet above the Pacific Ocean without any discernible means of propulsion or control surfaces. The encounter. The climax of this series of events occurred when two FA-18F Super Hornets from the USS Nimitz were vectored to investigate the phenomenon. Pilots Commander David Fravor and Lieutenant Commander Jim Slate reached the designated coordinates only to observe a scene that seemed plucked from a science fiction novel. Below them, the ocean churned around an oval shadow under the surface, suggesting the presence of an underwater object. Suddenly, a white, tic-tac-shaped object appeared above the water. This object, approximately 40 feet long, lacked any visible markings, wings, engine, or exhaust plumes. Commander Fravor, an experienced pilot with numerous flight hours, attempted an intercept, maneuvering his jet towards the UFO. However, the object exhibited exceptional capabilities, rapidly accelerating to a distance that appeared on radar 60 miles away within seconds. Telemaneuverability. The capabilities demonstrated by the unidentified object were unprecedented. It reportedly moved at 3 times the speed of sound and executed maneuvers well beyond the physical limits of state-of-the-art aircraft technologies. Such capabilities included instantaneous changes in altitude, hovering, and acceleration that should have resulted in sonic booms, yet none were reported. Aftermath and analysis. The encounter was thoroughly debriefed aboard the USS Nimitz and the USS Princeton. Data and radar prints were analyzed to rule out possible technical glitches or interpretative errors. The incident was initially classified, with pilots and crew members given strict instructions not to discuss their experiences publicly. However, the story eventually made its way into the public domain, leading to significant media coverage and heightened interest in UFO sightings by military personnel. Government response and public interest. In response to this and similar incidents, the U.S. government has initiated several programs to study unexplained aerial phenomena. This incident was a key factor in the establishment of the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, AATIP, a secretive Pentagon operation that studied UFOs from 2007 to 2012. Further, in 2020, the Department of Defense officially released 3 videos of unidentified aerial phenomena incidents, including one from this encounter, to clear up any misconceptions by the public on whether or not the footage that has been circulating was real. Broader implications. The Nimitz encounter has had a lasting impact on the way military encounters with unidentified objects are handled and reported. It also stimulated a broader public discussion about the potential for and the implications of otherworldly visitors. The scientific community remains divided, with some researchers skeptical of extraterrestrial explanations and others more open to the possibility of such phenomena representing physical realities beyond our current understanding. Conclusion. The 2004 USS Nimitz UFO encounter remains a profoundly unexplained event. Despite extensive analysis, the object's origin and technology remain unidentified, encapsulating the limits of human technology and understanding. This incident stands as a modern exemplar of the enduring mystery of UFOs, continuing to challenge our perceptions of what is possible in our increasingly complex world. Strange flying object during total solar eclipse, Monday, April 8, 2024. On an otherwise typical afternoon, residents across the United States, Mexico, and Canada turned their gazes skyward to witness a rare celestial event, a total solar eclipse. This awe-inspiring phenomenon, where the moon obscures the sun, plunging daylight into darkness, was eagerly anticipated and heavily documented. Social media platforms and news outlets overflowed with stunning photographs and videos capturing the surreal transition of day to night. Yet, amidst this vast collection of cosmic admiration, one particular video captured in Arlington, Texas, sparked curiosity and controversy far beyond simple celestial beauty. The footage in question surfaced online just as the eclipse reached its peak. It depicted what appeared to be an unidentified flying object, UFO, swiftly moving across the sky and then vanishing into the clouds. This unexpected apparition quickly captured the internet's attention, amassing over 8 million views. The video was highlighted with an alarming caption by a user on X, a popular social media platform, proclaiming, "Red alert! A new video just surfaced of the UFO spotted over Arlington, Texas during the solar eclipse today, and people are freaking out because it seems to disappear into the clouds." As the video went viral, the theories about its origin began to multiply. While some viewers were quick to label the occurrence as an extraterrestrial visit, others proposed more grounded explanations. Notably, an aviation enthusiast pointed out that the so-called UFO was likely nothing more than the shadow of an airplane flying above the clouds. This individual, experienced in observing aircraft, noted that such shadows are common and typically appear when a plane passes between the sun and the clouds, only to disappear when it moves into clearer skies. Another user elaborated on this perspective, explaining how the shadow can appear disproportionately large compared to the aircraft itself due to the distance of the light source, the sun. This explanation aligns with the principles of perspective and optical phenomena often observed during atmospheric conditions influenced by the sun's position, such as halos and sundogs. Despite these rational explanations, the allure of a more sensational story was hard to resist for many. Comments ranged from humorous to bizarre, with one person jokingly suggesting, "Aliens love visiting the United States of America," while another fancifully speculated about dragon shadows rather than mundane aircraft. This incident is not isolated in its ability to draw public attention and speculation. In recent months, there has been a notable increase in UFO sightings across the United States, with Arizona emerging as a hotspot for such reports. According to data from the National UFO Reporting Center, nearly 5,000 of the 170,000 reports logged since 1974 originated from Arizona, making it a focal point for UFO enthusiasts and researchers. The fascination with UFOs extends beyond the borders of the United States. In the United Kingdom, Wales has been dubbed a prime location for encountering these mysterious objects. Ash Ellis, a noted alien expert, claims that Wales recorded 323 cases of UFO sightings just last year, underscoring a global intrigue with the unexplained. As the eclipse event recedes into memory, the debate over the Arlington sighting continues to linger in the public mind. It serves as a poignant reminder of our perpetual fascination with the unknown and how quickly our imaginations can color our interpretations of unusual events. While some may cling to the notion of alien visitors, others find solace in scientific explanations that ground the mysterious in the familiar. Ultimately, the Arlington eclipse video exemplifies the modern intersection of technology, social media, and human curiosity. In an age where information and misinformation spreads faster than ever, the public's quest for answers and the allure of the unknown make each unexplained phenomenon a canvas for our fears, hopes, and wildest speculations. As we continue to explore the universe and seek understanding of phenomena, both terrestrial and celestial, the line between science and folklore remains as blurred and intriguing as ever. The OHare Airport UFO Incident a detailed examination, November 7, 2006. On the afternoon of November 7, 2006, an unusual event unfolded at Chicago's OHare International Airport that captured the attention of airport staff and later, the international community. As United Airlines Flight 446 was prepping for its journey to North Carolina, a strange saucer-shaped object was spotted hovering above Gate C-17 by a United Airlines employee on the tarmac. This sighting would go on to become one of the most publicized UFO sightings of the early 21st century. The object, described as dark gray and metallic, was not just an ephemeral flash across the sky, but seemed to linger, holding its position in the air for approximately 5 minutes. Witnesses, including a total of 12 United Airlines employees, ranging from pilots to mechanics, and several individuals outside the airport, provided detailed accounts of the UFO's characteristics and movements. According to these accounts, at around 4:15 p.m., the craft abruptly shot upwards, piercing through the thick cloud cover above, leaving a clear blue hole in its wake. This dramatic departure allowed onlookers to momentarily see through to the blue sky above, a visual that further mystified the witnesses. The incident quickly escalated from an airport curiosity to a media sensation. It became the most read story on the Chicago Tribune's website to that date and sparked widespread media coverage both nationally and internationally. Despite the high interest and multiple credible witnesses, the official response was markedly restrained. The Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, determined that the UFO was not visible on radar and attributed the sighting to a weather phenomenon. This explanation did little to quench the public and media's thirst for answers, and the FAA declined to conduct a formal investigation into the matter. Further digging into various reports and eyewitness accounts reveals a scene of both confusion and awe among those who saw the object. Airport employees maintained a level of detail in their descriptions that lent credence to their accounts. They described the object's hovering motion as controlled and purposeful, and its sudden ascent as unlike any known aircraft maneuvers. Moreover, discussions on online forums and subsequent news articles brought forward theories ranging from experimental military technology to extraterrestrial visitation, highlighting the lack of consensus or clear explanation from official sources. The incident also prompted discussions about the readiness of national agencies to deal with unidentified aerial phenomena and the procedures in place for such occurrences. The Chicago Tribune's follow-up articles emphasized the disconnect between what people had reportedly seen and the official explanations provided. The story's traction on social media and various news outlets underscored a growing public interest in UFO sightings and the demand for greater transparency from authorities on such matters. A deeper analysis of the incident also involves the technological context of the time. In 2006, commercial drone technology was in its infancy, and the capabilities of such drones were limited. This makes the theory of a drone being involved in the incident less likely, particularly given the size and behavior of the craft as described by witnesses. The suggestion that it could be a secretive aircraft or an atmospheric research device also circulated, though no evidence supported these theories. In retrospect, the OHare Airport UFO sighting stands as a significant event that continues to provoke interest and debate. The lack of definitive answers has led to a diverse array of interpretations and has kept the incident alive in the public and scientific discourse regarding unidentified flying objects. The event underscores the challenges and complexities of addressing and understanding such unexplained phenomena in our skies. To this day, the OHare Airport UFO sighting remains a case study in how UFO sightings can capture the public imagination, influence media narratives, and challenge existing scientific and governmental frameworks for dealing with unexplained aerial phenomena. Despite the passage of years, the incident at Gate C-17 continues to be a touchstone for discussions about what lies beyond the current understanding of aviation and aerospace. A close encounter on the New Jersey Turnpike. July 14, 2001. On the night of July 14, 2001, an unusual spectacle unfolded over the Arthur Kill Waterway, captivating drivers on the New Jersey Turnpike and creating a buzz that would stir both local and national curiosity. This account seeks to explore the enigmatic event that occurred just after midnight, weaving together eyewitness reports, official statements, and investigative findings to present a comprehensive look at what might have happened in those skies. As the clock struck 12 a.m., commuters and late-night travelers along the New Jersey Turnpike near the Arthur Kill Waterway, which serves as a boundary between Staten Island, New York, and Carteret, New Jersey, were treated to an extraordinary scene. Witnesses described seeing a series of bright orange and yellow lights arranged in a distinct V formation hovering silently overhead. The display lasted approximately 15 minutes, long enough to ensure that it captured the attention of numerous onlookers and allowed for a flurry of phone calls to local authorities and news outlets. Among the witnesses was Lieutenant Daniel Tarrant of the Carteret Police Department, who, along with other residents from varying locations such as the Throgs Neck Bridge on Long Island and near the George Washington Bridge in Fort Lee, New Jersey, reported the strange phenomenon. The lights seemed to defy conventional explanation. They were neither the blinking lights typical of aircraft nor the steady glow of celestial bodies. They moved with precision and were clearly visible against the night sky, prompting both awe and apprehension among those who saw them. Initial reactions from authorities were of skepticism and caution. Air traffic controllers in the region quickly checked their instruments and confirmed that there were no commercial airplanes, military jets, or space flights that could account for what people were seeing. This lack of an immediate explanation only fueled the growing speculation that these lights were something out of the ordinary, perhaps even extraterrestrial. As the local media began to pick up the story, reports flooded in from other witnesses, each adding their perspective to the unfolding mystery. News coverage varied, with some outlets leaning towards a tone of excitement and curiosity, while others approached the phenomenon with a more skeptical and dismissive stance. In the days following the sighting, the New York Strange Phenomena Investigators, NYSPI, a group dedicated to documenting and understanding unexplained events, stepped into the spotlight. They claimed to have obtained Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, radar data that supported the accounts of the UFO sightings. According to NYSPI, this data indicated an unexplained aerial presence exactly at the time and place described by the witnesses. NYSPI's involvement brought a new level of credibility to the reports, as their claim suggested that there was tangible evidence to study. The group conducted a detailed analysis of the radar data, which reportedly showed anomalies that were hard to dismiss as mere glitches or conventional aircraft. This evidence prompted a broader discussion about the nature of the lights, with theories ranging from secret military tests to atmospheric phenomena and, of course, the perennial favorite, alien spacecraft. The community's reaction was mixed. While some locals took pride in their region's link to a potential extraterrestrial event, others remained skeptical, attributing the lights to more mundane causes such as reflections, drones, or even a prank. This division was mirrored in the national response, which saw a spike in interest in UFO sightings and a corresponding increase in calls for more serious scientific investigation into such phenomena. Looking back, the event over the Arthur Kill waterway remains shrouded in mystery. Despite numerous investigations and substantial media coverage, no definitive explanation has been universally accepted. What remains is a series of detailed eyewitness accounts, a curious blip on radar data, and a plethora of unanswered questions. For those who witnessed the event, the lights of July 14th were a glimpse into the unknown, a moment that challenged their understanding of the world. For the skeptics, it was a minor anomaly, perhaps worthy of a footnote in the annals of local lore. Yet, for those who dare to believe in the extraordinary, the mysterious lights over Arthur Kill represent a beacon of possibility in the vast, unexplored frontier of our universe. Regardless of individual beliefs, this event underscores the enduring human fascination with the night sky and the potential wonders it may hold. The Stephenville Lights, a mysterious event in Texas skies. January 8, 2008. On the evening of January 8, 2008, the quiet dairy farming town of Stephenville, Texas, found itself at the center of an extraordinary phenomenon. Known primarily for its agricultural activities and located about 100 miles southwest of Dallas, Stephenville is not the kind of place that typically makes headlines. Yet, that night, something in the sky above would draw national and even international attention. Just after sunset, along Highway 67, dozens of Stephenville's residents witnessed an unusual display of lights in the sky. Initially appearing as a single horizontal arc, the lights soon reformed into vertical parallel lines. Local pilot Steve Allen, an experienced observer of the skies, reported that the lights spanned an area approximately a mile long and half a mile wide, and they moved at an incredible speed estimated at 3,000 miles per hour. Remarkably, despite their speed and size, the lights were completely silent. This eerie silence and the pattern of the lights led to immediate comparisons with the Phoenix Lights, a similar and equally unexplained phenomenon that occurred in 1997 over the skies of Arizona. As in Phoenix, the residents of Stephenville were left with more questions than answers, and the event quickly captured the imagination of UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. In the days following the sighting, local newspapers and online forums buzzed with theories and eyewitness accounts. Several residents provided detailed descriptions, noting how the lights seemed too precise, too controlled to be something mundane. One rancher noted that the lights appeared to be playing in the sky, executing movements that defied simple explanations like flares or commercial aircraft. As the story gained traction, major news outlets picked up the story, highlighting not only the descriptions of the lights, but also the lack of any sound, a detail that many found particularly baffling given the apparent speed and size of the objects. Weeks after the incident, the U.S. Air Force stepped forward with an explanation. Officials stated that F-16s were conducting training exercises in the Brownwood military operating areas located just southwest of Stephenville. This area, used for pilot training, could account for unusual aerial phenomena. However, this explanation was met with skepticism from many of the witnesses. Steve Allen and others pointed out that the capabilities of the lights far exceeded those of any known military aircraft, particularly in terms of their speed, the patterns they formed, and their silent operation. The debate over the Stephenville lights continued to unfold both locally and nationally. UFO researchers pointed to the incident as one of the most credible and well-documented sightings in recent history, comparing its scale and witness reliability to that of the Phoenix Lights. On the other hand, skeptics and some experts argued that the high level of military activity in the vicinity provided a plausible explanation. As discussions continued, several aspects of the sighting were analyzed in depth. Technological experts and physicists debated the possibility of experimental aircraft or drones that could perform in the ways described. Others delved into psychological and sociological explanations, suggesting that mass sightings like these could be influenced by cultural factors, including the popularity of UFO stories. Despite the Air Force's statement, a significant portion of the Stephenville community, and indeed the wider public, remained unconvinced. The lack of audio evidence, combined with the extraordinary aerial maneuvers reported, left many feeling that the explanation provided was insufficient. This sentiment was echoed in town hall meetings and in subsequent interviews with witnesses, many of whom expressed a sense of frustration with official accounts. To this day, the Stephenville lights remain a topic of fascination and controversy. UFO enthusiasts cite the event as a key example in their arguments for extraterrestrial visits, while skeptics use it as a case study in the complexities of perception and the interpretation of unexplained phenomena. Regardless of the true nature of what crossed the sky over Stephenville in 2008, the event underscores the enduring human fascination with the unknown and the lengths we will go to explain the seemingly inexplicable. The East Coast. Go Fast video. The 2017 revelation of the Advanced Aviation Threat Identification Program. In the annals of modern ufology, few disclosures have stirred as much public interest and intrigue as the 2017 exposure of the Advanced Aviation Threat Identification Program, AATIP, and the concurrent release of declassified military footage depicting an unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP. This event not only confirmed that the US government had been quietly funding a program to study unexplained aerial sightings, but also pushed the conversation about UAPs into the mainstream. The AATIP was an initiative funded by the Department of Defense, DoD, which ran from 2007 until 2012, although some argue that efforts along these lines have continued under different guises. The program's exposure came via multiple high-profile media reports in December 2017, which detailed its purpose, funding, and some of the sightings it had investigated. Among the most compelling pieces of evidence released was a video captured by a U.S. Navy FA-18 Super Hornet using a Raytheon Advanced Targeting Forward-Looking Infrared AT-FLIR pod. This particular video captured a perplexing encounter that took place along the East Coast. The footage showed an FA-18 Super Hornet's first-person encounter with a UAP, a fast-moving white oval approximately 45 feet in length, devoid of any visible wings or exhaust plume. The object was observed at an altitude of about 25,000 feet above the Atlantic Ocean. It demonstrated extraordinary aerodynamic capabilities, flying away at high speed while simultaneously rotating on its axis, a maneuver far removed from conventional aircraft capabilities. The pilots involved tracked the UAP with both awe and confusion, trying to understand the nature of the object they were witnessing. Their dialogue, captured in the video, conveyed their surprise and inability to categorically identify the object. The craft resembled a similar UAP spotted off the coast of San Diego in 2004, which was later dubbed the Tic Tac due to its shape. This similarity suggested to some observers a pattern or purpose behind these appearances, further fueling speculation and interest. Subsequent investigations and discussions among the aerospace community, military analysts, and UAP enthusiasts have yielded no definitive explanation of the phenomena. Skeptics argue that these could be advanced drones or experimental aircraft, while others suggest more exotic origins. The lack of conclusive identification or understanding of the aerial phenomena highlighted significant gaps in our understanding of the airspace that are not only curious, but could be construed as potential threats to national security. In the years following the leak, the Pentagon has slowly acknowledged the reality and potential significance of UAPs. By April 2020, the Department of Defense officially released 3 Navy videos, including the 2017 flyer footage, to clear up any misconceptions by the public on whether or not the footage that has been circulating was real or whether or not there is more to the videos. This acknowledgement marked a significant shift in the government's approach to UAPs, from dismissing them as fringe theories to recognizing them as subjects worthy of legitimate investigation and public discourse. Further interest and investigation into UAPs were galvanized by the Senate's request for a detailed and unclassified report on UAPs, which was delivered by the Office of the Director of National Intelligence in June 2021. The report did not confirm the extraterrestrial theory, but did not rule it out. It stated that the majority of the 144 reported cases of UAPs since 2004 remain unexplained due to limited data or inconsistencies in the reporting. Public interest in the topic of UAPs has surged since the 2017 revelations, leading to a broader discussion about what these objects could be and their implications for security and understanding of physics. Media outlets, scientific communities, and even amateur sleuths continue to delve into declassified documents and eyewitness accounts in hopes of unraveling the mystery of these unidentified aerial phenomena. The 2017 leak about the AA tip and the subsequent release of the FLIR video represent a pivotal moment in modern ufology. They not only confirmed that the US government takes the issue of UAPs seriously enough to fund secret investigative programs, but also that it recognizes the potential for these phenomena to challenge our understanding of the world. As we move forward, the phenomena remain a profound mystery, a reminder of the vastness of the unknown still to explore. Whether a threat or merely a curiosity, the study of UAPs continues to provoke both scientific inquiry and public fascination, standing as a testament to humanity's perpetual quest for knowledge.